Hey there, you sexy pirates. I'm the 5-Minute Gamer. Why 5 minutes, you ask? Because everything that's good in life should be able to be done in under 5 minutes. So I'm giving you 5 tips in under 5 minutes. And I can do the dishes in under 5 minutes. Anyway, so tip number 5. This isn't really a useful tip right now. It might be once you're way up there, but it's charming as snakes. So if you guys play some music to the cobras and stuff on the beach, you'll actually be able to charm them. Now, how this might come into play is later on in the game, or maybe after a couple updates, you'll be able to capture some snakes. As of right now, I'm a level 12, 15, something like that. There's really no use for it, per se, except to have it as a defense mechanism. There are rumors that you'll be able to use snakes on your boat as a type of defense. Maybe throw a cage down beside some of your loot, so if somebody goes to grab some of your treasure, the snakes will spit at them. I don't know if that's the case. I think the reason why you're able to play music at them is so somebody can run up behind them and grab them and throw them in the cage quite easily. But for now, it's just fun to play music on the beach and have somebody dancing and enjoying themselves. That's why I like it. Sea Thieves is just fun that way, right? I've been doing all kinds of weird shit in this game. Anyway, another weird thing I've been doing, or have figured out anyway. Well, I shouldn't say me. My wife figured this out. She tried to feed a pig a hurdy-gurdy. Now, you'll hear the pigs crying and whining as you're going all over the place. You can actually solve this by feeding them bananas. Now, somebody can let us know if you notice a difference in price per pig, if there's a happy pig or an unhappy pig. I think there might be a price difference. I fed this pig, we brought it in, I think we made a couple $100. Can't remember off the top of my head, but I think there is a price difference. It's just a cool tip. Tip number 3. So if you guys want to level up quicker, how do you do this? Make sure you're going to sunken ships. Some of us just bypass them because they don't have much luck finding stuff. Now, here's another thing. If you could let me know if a sunken ship is just available for everybody on the server once, or can everybody go to that sunken ship? Because we found like 3 silk crates and made a killing. Just look at how much money I made in the top hand corner. I can't do that while trying to talk to you at the same time. But my god, one sunken ship, we brought in a heck of a lot of loot. And that's why it's tip number 3, guys. That also shows you what tip number 2 and number 1 are worth sticking around for. Anyway, you can bring everything in for merchant quests. Make sure you do that, even if you're not on a merchant's quest. Make sure you're grabbing those gunpowder barrels. Keep a couple for defense, but throw the rest in at the merchant. Make some quick cash. You'll level up quicker. You'll get more bling. Yeah, it's called bling. Also, another thing you can do, if you have a merchant quest you don't want to do, what you do is you go to the after you voted on a quest, you go to the merchant, you get your cages. That's how you get cages, people, okay? If you don't like that quest, you go back to your boat, you have the cages, you cancel that voyage, you vote on another voyage, and you can go get more cages. So then when you're on your adventure, if you see a golden chicken, you can take a cage and just catch those golden chickens and make a heck of a lot more money. It's kind of a hack, and we've been doing that. It's kind of fun. You can also find cages all over the islands, too. Keep an eye out for those. It means more money in your pocket, okay? Speaking of more money in your pocket, a lot of people are having troubles with figuring out riddles. So, you might be digging around sand, not having much luck. Well, what you need to do is actually use your trigger button. So you select the compass. Now, another clue for the riddle stuff is look for paintings on rocks that correspond to the riddle. It should be pretty similar in correspondence, right? Or I don't even know if that's the right freaking word, but whatever. Should be similar. Then once you got your compass out, you actually hold the trigger button and you can do physical paces, but you have to hold compass up to your face. Use your trigger button, okay? Same thing with your lantern. You have to hold your lantern high with the trigger button. If the riddle says, like, go to a graveyard or something, you'll actually see a big puff of blue smoke or purple smoke. When you've done it right, your riddle will also change, but use the trigger button to hold your lantern high and use your compass properly. Then you can actually count the paces properly. Don't be like me. Don't be running around all willy-nilly doing it all wrong for the longest time and then finally figuring it out. Speaking of figuring things out, I like to run into rocks, okay? This is also a combat thing that you can do, and we actually used it to sink a bunch of little kids who are after us. Raise your sails all the way to top, raise your anchor, and then you can pivot on a dime. Why is this important in combat? Say there's a ship that kind of has the advantage on you as far as the angle and shooting at you with cannons. Raise your sails, then you can change your angle so you're able to hit them too. It's a great combat technique, but it's also a great way to get off of those areas that you got stuck on, say at the docks and stuff. Please like and subscribe, guys. Also, look look for my series coming out that's called Captain Creepy and the Curse of the something something.